There we go. You should be able to hear me now. Sorry about all of that. And let me update the chat to make sure that it's correct. Yeah, I was having some issues with the program that I use to stream this, but it looks like it's working now. The real question is, are half the people in one former live and half the people in the other? Let's see. There we go. Hi, Grandma. I see that you're here. We'll see who else is here. But yeah, I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. You can hear me now? Good, good, good. Yeah, I don't know who else. I know that Kathy and Lynn were in the other one before I had to reset this. So yeah. So I thought I'd give you guys some fireworks. Now, no sound. I mean, I can turn the sound on if you want to hear it. Let's just take a listen. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. So yeah, today's an after 4th of July episode. So we're going to do some patriotic music, some classic patriotic songs, and some songs from some Broadway shows that I felt dealt with American history or even with American ideals, American notions. And we have a couple requests. Hi, Omi. Hi, Lynn. Good to see you. I'm glad you're all here. I hope you're all having a wonderful day after 4th of July. I hope you enjoy the fireworks, enjoy the show in the background. Give you something to look at outside of just me. I've got my blue shirt on, and I actually have stars on my shirt. That's what I should have sung, stars. I mean, that's American, right? All right, so let's get into it. Let's have a good show tonight. So tonight we're going to start with what I think is more than appropriate. We're going to start with the Star-Spangled Banner, as you know, any good sporting event would start off with. We'll start there. So, of course, this was written by Francis Scott Key, and it was written about the defense of Fort McHenry, in case you don't recall, during the Battle of Baltimore in the War of 1812. It's not during the Revolutionary War. This was written, you know, it was actually written, the music was written, and then I can't remember if it was all written at the same time or if the poem, I think the poem was written first in 1814, and then music was added later on. So let's see here. Yeah, the music. Okay, so the music was composed. This music was actually composed in 1773, and then the poem was added in 1814 to it. So we're going to start with the Star-Spangled Banner on the 244th birthday of our country. Second, I was adjusting the audio. Okay. Play ball. So yeah, so it's the 244th day after the birthday of the United States of America, obviously. So yeah, what did everybody do for their 4th of July? It's a very unique 4th of July. I know that a lot of my family, I mean, mostly talking to my family, but I know that a lot of people went over to Becky's. We were there for a little bit to enjoy, to say hi to her and wish her a happy birthday from our cars. And then we came home and we relaxed. It was pretty nice 4th of July. We didn't see any real fireworks. So these are as close as I've gotten this year to fireworks. Yeah. So keeping up with the American theme, with our patriotic theme, the next song is one that was requested by Marilyn, by my grandmother, Marilyn Cardenas. And this song is actually created by a man who I actually had to do a report on way back in college. The man who wrote this song's name is George M. Cohan. This guy is the only performer. He was a writer, he was a performer, he was a producer, singer, dancer, actor, director, choreographer, everything. He did everything on Broadway. He was around in the early 1900s. And George he was born in 1878, to give you an idea of how long ago this was. And he is the only person in Broadway history to never have joined the union. Broadway has a very, or rather, their union, you have to be in it in order to be on Broadway. You cannot be in a Broadway production without being in the union that's known as Equity. And he was the one person, obviously now at that time, Equity wasn't as powerful as it is today maybe, but he was the one person to have ever performed and not been in it. And he wrote this next song, among with many others. He wrote Give My Regards to Broadway. He wrote You're a Grand Old Flag, Over There, Over There. You know, it's a good marching tune for soldiers where they talk about World War II. And this song was written in 1940, in the 1930s, I believe. And it was originally titled The Yankee Doodle Boy, also known as I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy. And it was in the musical known as Little Johnny Jones. It opened in 1904. And then later, now this is what, sing the EU hymn. Oh, there we go. For, why not? Celebrate all of the world today. I don't know if I know the EU hymn. Hello, Arturo. And so, what was I going to say? I'm glad you like the fireworks, Grandma. So, yeah. So, the song that Grandma requested, Yankee Doodle Dandy, was sung by James Cagney in the film by the same name. And he's playing George Cohan in there, the man who ruled Broadway, as it were. So we're going to sing some Yankee Doodle Dandy. You might know this song. You might have sung it as a kid. So feel free to sing along at home. Next song is Yankee Doodle Dandy. And there you can see Mr. Cagney over my shoulder. That's from the routine. Here he's with Bob Hope, and he's singing Yankee Doodle. You can watch this on YouTube. They've got a bunch of these. I'm going to pause it there. We'll go back to the fireworks. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed James dancing over my shoulder. I want to thank him for joining the production. It meant a lot to have him here today. All right, let's get the chat back on the screen. So Yankee Doodle, yeah. So George Cohan was a fantastic composer. Wrote many songs. I could have chosen maybe 3 or 4 of his songs to sing tonight for the patriotic theme. Moving right along, our next song is one that I've sung from before. or a song that I've sung before, but it's fitting. I felt like it had to be done today. You couldn't do a 4th of July show without it. This is another song that originated on Broadway. It was written in 1918, and then revised in 1938 by Irving Berlin. One of the most famous patriotic tunes, I think. God Bless America. It is a prayer, and we are asking for blessing and for the peace and prosperity of our nation. So, without further ado, here is God Bless America. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Okay, I hope you're feeling nice and patriotic now. Maybe ready to salute a flag. I don't know, something like that. So that was written, again, another song that started on Broadway. I find it fascinating how many songs in Americana were Broadway tunes that were then lifted out and put into the general population. They became such a hit that that they were sung all around the country, and we still sing them today. This song is essentially 100 years old, 102 years old. We're going to keep up with the patriotic songs. We're zipping along. The other thing that I find interesting about all the patriotic music is that it's either about a minute to a minute and a half long, or it's like 10 minutes long with 18 verses. I was looking at a lot of the old marches from the Civil War, and those are kind of same. Now, I kind of get that. You got to keep marching. So they just kept writing. I guess they just kept writing verses to it. But don't worry, we're not going to do any 15-minute march song. I'm not going to make you march at home. I mean, you can if you want, but I'm not going to make you. That's completely up to you. All right, we're going to continue, like I said, with the patriotic music. Next up is another one that I have sung on the show before. This was written by Catherine Lee Bates. We talked about this before, and it was originally composed. The music was composed by church organist Samuel A. Ward in Newark, New Jersey. They never met, but they separately worked on this. She listened to this music, and she's like, this song, these lyrics would be great. And this happened at the end of the 1800s. The music was written in 1883, and the lyrics were finally put to it in 1895. This song is America the Beautiful, which, of course, one of my favorite renditions is Ray Charles' version. So I'll not be doing his version, but here is America the Beautiful. Purple mountains God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for pilgrims' feet who stern impassion stress, a thoroughfare of freedom meet across the wilderness. America, America, God mend thy every flaw, confirm thy soul in self-control, thy liberty in law. Oh, beautiful for patriotry that sees beyond the years, thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Okay, so that was America the Beautiful. So Grandma says that she's very seldom heard the other verses. Yeah, so with a lot of these songs, we know maybe one or two verses to them. So that's what I kind of like. I like that I can maybe introduce you to some of the other verses in the song. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed America the Beautiful. Quite a nice sentiment in there about bringing everyone together under one roof. I don't know if you recall from Memorial Day, we sang What is America to Me? And that song has a very similar sentiment, that America is the country that we want, where anyone can come here and be a part of it, and be a part of a better future for all. We're going to move away from the traditional patriotic songs, and this time we're going to take a look at the other point of view about the American Revolution, the American independence. Now, for those of you who have already watched it on Disney Plus, well done. You get an A+ for this week. If you have not watched it, what are you doing? Go watch it. Just go watch it. Sarah has probably watched it about 3 or 4 times. I don't know if Sarah's watching. I don't know if she's watching right now or if Becky's here. But, you got to go see Hamilton. So we're going to do a song from Hamilton. And this one shows us the other point of view. This is right before the war, or the war is starting to break out. The Boston Tea Party has already occurred at this point, and America has declared, we have declared our independence. We haven't earned it yet. We haven't fought for it, and many people have not, sadly, died for it. But this song is sung from the viewpoint of King George. So if you haven't seen the show, this is from Hamilton. You'll Be Back. You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. You say our love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject, my sweet, submissive subject, my loyal, royal subject, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war for your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad, so don't throw away this thing we had, 'cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Everybody. Da 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 da. All right, so that was from Hamilton, the King's song, You'll Be Back. He actually has two other ones where he reacts to different parts of the American Revolution. Yeah, the King is definitely one of my favorites. And Jonathan Groff, who plays them in the show, is so good. And I know that there's a big meme going around about when Groff just spits during the show. And it's pretty funny. So I hope you've seen it on Disney+. And I hope you've watched the whole thing. It's fantastic. Lin-Manuel Miranda, who wrote the show, does a great job of delving into a lot of the history. And then I suggest that you go and look up, what he changed and why he changed it. There's a fantastic book that goes with it, a companion book that explains what Lin-Manuel's process was in making the show. I have it. It's fantastic. All right, we're going to keep going on this Broadway kick. The next song is, you could say, maybe a stretch, but this song was one that is in a show that deals with paper boys, and it's a show that I got to see on Broadway one time. It was originally a movie with Christian Bale. It's a Disney show, and this song, it was interesting. When I was looking up songs to do for today, patriotic July 4th songs, this song kept popping up. And I was wondering why. What is it about this song that people attribute it to July 4th? And, the only thing I can think of with it is that it is, it's based in New York City, the show is, and it's about this kid's yearning for freedom, which, that seems, yes, Newsies, Kathy got it, which, of course, is something that is near and dear to us on July 4th, is our freedom from the British, right, obviously. And so I think that is where people tie it in. So I figured I'd sing it for you, and if you feel it relates, let me know how. So this song is sung by the lead character at the end of the first act. At this point, things don't look good for the Newsies. They're being run over. And this song is he's a child. He's 17, which you'll hear in the song. It's his wish for something better, for freedom, for an escape from the drudgery that is his life. So this is Santa Fe from Newsies. Folks, we finally got a headline. Newsies crushed as Bulls attack. Crutch is calling me dumb, Crips just too damn slow. Guys are fighting, bleeding, falling, thanks to good old Captain Jack. Captain Jack just wants to close his eyes and go. Let me go far away, somewhere they won't never find me, and tomorrow won't remind me of today. When the city's finally sleeping and the moon looks old and gray, I get on the train that's bound for Santa Fe. And I'm gone and I'm done. No more running, no more lying, no more fat old men denying me my pay. Just a moon so big and yellow, it turns night right into day. Dreams come true, yeah they do, in Santa Fe. Where does it say you gotta live and die here? Where does it say a guy can catch a break? Why should you only take what you are given? Why should you spend your whole life living trapped there in the future? Even at 17, breaking your back for someone else's sake. If the life don't seem to suit ya, how about a change of scene? Far from the lousy headlines and the deadlines in between. Santa Fe, my old friend, I can't spend my whole life dreaming, though I know that's all I seem inclined to do. I ain't getting any younger, and I wanna start brand new. I need space and fresh air. Let them laugh in my face, I don't care. Save my place, I'll be there. Just be real is all I'm asking, not some painting in my head. 'Cause I'm dead if I can't count on you today. I got nothing if I ain't got Santa Fe. All right, well, that was Santa Fe from Newsies. I hope you enjoyed that. It's a fantastic show. The dancing in it is some of the most amazing things that they get to do in there. But it hasn't been on Broadway for a while, and I don't know, I give CV a run for his money. I hope so. Yeah, it's a fun song to sing. It's one that it's a show that I never got to be in, and one that I never got to actually sing before today. Today is the first time, as I was trying to find a couple more songs to throw in. So there's Santa Fe. Now, I don't know if Becky's here. Is Becky watching? Becky? Becky, are you here? Well, if she's not watching now, I know she'll watch later. I was going to sing her, the most patriotic song of all. For those of you who don't know, for Kathy, basically, because I think everybody else is part of the family. Yeah, and if Arturo, if you are still here. Yesterday was my Aunt Becky's birthday. So I wanted to sing her happy birthday on the show. But I don't know. I don't seem to see her. So I guess I'll put it in anyways, because she will be here soon enough. So Becky, for whenever you watch this, here's happy birthday for you. Something that we didn't get to do, or I did not get to do yesterday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Becky. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Okay, I wasn't ready for this. Suck. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Becky. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Becky. Happy birthday to you. Okay, I definitely should have listened to that whole thing. But I hope you enjoyed that little upbeat version of it, you know? It was something a little different, I guess. So yeah, so there's happy birthday. Yeah, she was born on the 4th of July, which must have been quite the adventure. I don't know how busy hospitals are on 4th of July. Did you get to see fireworks from the hospital? I wonder. So, yeah, Matthew's laughing. Yeah. But yeah, so there is basically our entire show for today. We're going to do maybe one last song. But I hope you all enjoyed a rather abridged version on this July 4th. We got to sing some good patriotic music and a couple songs from some shows. So we're going to wrap it up one last time, but yeah, they can sing that version next time, right? So we're going to wrap it up, and I think I need some assistance with this song because it's another one that I can't quite do on my own. She is a firecracker. Let's see. The family can try to sing. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, well, yeah. So Cardena's Birthdays with the way that it's sung, that's how I should have sung it. Why didn't I do it that way? I mean, there was a little bit, maybe, if you're paying attention. That was kind of sort of that when I was singing. But anyways, yeah, Cardena's Birthdays, when we sing to each other, it's not always in tune, I guess, or on tempo, on beat at all. So we're going to do one more song here. But I do need assistance with this. So here we are back in my room. Sorry, the fireworks are gone. I hope you forgive me for that. But yeah, we're going to do one more. Ha! I knew you missed me. So, what are we singing tonight? Well, I thought we would do one more song from Hamilton, maybe from Act Yes, 2. At this point in the show, Hamilton basically has everything under control. Now, George Washington summons him into his office to give him some unexpected news. Yeah, so here from Hamilton is One Last Time. Mr. President, you asked to see me. I know you're busy. What do you need, sir? Sir, I want to give you a word of warning. Sir, I don't know what you heard, but whatever it is, Jefferson started it. Thomas Jefferson resigned this morning. You're kidding. I need a favor. Whatever you say, sir, Jefferson will pay for this behavior. Shh. Talk less. I'll use the press. I'll write under a pseudonym. You'll see what I can do to him. I need you to draft an address. Yes, he resigned. You can finally speak your mind. He's stepping down so he can run for president. Ha! Good luck defeating you, sir. I'm stepping down. I won't be running for president. I'm sorry. What? One last time. Relax, have a drink with me. One last time. Let's take a look tonight and we'll teach them how to say goodbye. To say goodbye, you and I. No, sir. Why? I want to talk about neutrality. Sir, with Britain and France on the verge of war, is this the best time? I warn against partisan fighting. But pick up a pen, start writing. I want to talk about what I have learned, the hard-won wisdom I have earned. As far as the people are concerned, you have to serve. You could continue to serve. No, one last time. The people will hear from me one last time. And if we get this right, we're gonna teach them how to say goodbye. You and I. Mr. President, they will say you're weak. No, they will say we're strong. Your position is so unique, so I'll use it to move them along. Why do you have to say goodbye? If I say goodbye, the nation learns to move on. It outlives me when I'm gone. Like the scripture says, everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. They'll be safe in this nation we've made. I want to sit under my own vine and fig tree, a moment alone in the shade, at home in this nation we've made. One last time. One last time. Though, in reviewing the incidents of my administration, I am unconscious of intentional error. I am nevertheless sensible of my defects, not to think it probable that I may have committed many errors. I shall also carry with me the hope that my country will view with indulgence, and that after 45 years of my life, dedicated to its service with an upright zeal, the faults of incompetent abilities will be consigned to oblivion, as I myself must soon be, to the mansions of rest. I anticipate with pleasing expectation that retreat in which I promise myself to realize the sweet enjoyment of partaking in the midst of my fellow citizens, the benign influence of good laws under a free government, the ever-favorite object of my heart, and the happy reward is, I trust, to our mutual cares, labors, and dangers. One last time. George Washington's going home. Teach them how to say goodbye. George Washington's going home. You and I. George Washington's going home. Going home. George Washington's going home. History has its eyes on George Washington's going home. Teach them how to say goodbye. Teach them how to say goodbye. Say goodbye. One last time. One last time. I didn't know you were going to bring friends. Well, I hope that you don't mind that I brought a couple friends along. So, when are we getting paid for this? You're getting paid? I don't have time to deal with this. I'll deal with you later. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that last little bit, that last little song with more than two of me now. We're just going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We're going to have 4. We're going to have 8. They're just multiplying. They're out of control. They're out of control. I'm out of control. I have too much power with this green screen. I mean, no, I'm cloning them. Yeah, he was a little short. That was one of the things I was trying to work on before. It won't let me move the thing around, so. But anyways, he was, I hope you enjoyed them. This is what we have to do in quarantine since we have to social distance. So, you know, maybe one day I'm just going to record the whole thing with me singing all the parts and put it up on YouTube and then get copyright struck. So anyways, that's all that I have planned for today. I hope you enjoyed this 4th of July celebration, or the day after 4th of July / Becky's day after birthday. I know that I had fun creating that last one for you. And I hope you enjoyed these fireworks in the back. So I think we'll just listen to some fireworks as we go out. I wish you all a very happy end to your week, and I wish you all the best in the coming days. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Yes, I'll be on next week. I just saw that. The voice from beyond.